Hi. Are you digging for Greek Cypriots or Turkish Cypriots here?
We are digging for Cypriots.
In Cyprus, reconciliation between the two communities is an essential part of the search for an overall solution. A key issue is the fate of 2,000 missing persons from both communities. This issue is being addressed by the Committee of Missing Persons, known as the CMP.
The project is under the guidance of the Committee on Missing Persons. The committee is made up of a Greek Cypriot member, a Turkish Cypriot member, and a third member appointed by the UN Secretary-General. An anthropological laboratory was set up in the UN-controlled area of the Nicosia International Airport. Remnants found at the exhumation sites are brought in for reconstruction, examinations, and identification tests. An important part of the project is the psychological support of the families of the missing. Their pain and agony over the fate of their loved ones has been a permanent feature of their daily lives over the years.
Για μας τους πονεμένους είναι μεγάλη χαρά που μας επισκεφτήκετε, διότι διάτε μας κουράγιο. Αλλά δόξα ο Θεός, δόξα ο Θεός. Τώρα να πούμε εγώ νιώθω μια ανακούφιση, διότι κάθε απόγευμα έχω κάπου να πάω να βρω τον άντρα μου. Έχω να πούμε σαν που να έχεις ραντεβού να βρεθείς στον τάδε τόπο. Βλέπει μες στα μάτια και νιώθω να πούμε ότι είμαι 18 χρόνων εγώ τώρα και 23 ο άντρας μου που χαρτωθήκαμε και γνωριστήκαμε. Αυτό νιώθω που πάω τώρα και βλέπω τον μες στα μάτια και βλέπει με και μιλούμε.
At the laboratory, anthropologists cut samples from bones found at the exhumation sites for DNA tests that would help determine the identity of the person the bones belong to. Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot scientists also work together at the Cyprus Institute of Neurology and Genetics, which is responsible for the DNA tests. Blood samples from relatives of missing persons were collected here and are used to match samples from exhumed bones to determine their identity.
First you feel nothing, but when you stop working for a second, you start feeling that this person used to have a family, and that it's not just a bone, it used to be a person.
Tabii ki olaylar ta başından anlatmam gerekirse, olaylar mesela 1950'lerde falan başladığında bizim köyden de mesela 65'lerde falan 63'lerde falan köyümüzden kayıp olan
1974'e kadar kayıp olarak biliyorduk babamızı. 1974'ten sonraki savaş çıktı. Savaştan sonra işte Türk askeri buraya geldi, belirli yerlere alındı. İşte babamız bulundu, geliyor. Öyle bir şeye kapıldık. Biz bulundu, işte esirdi de bulundu, hayattaydı falan gibisinden. Yani pantolonları, gömlekleri falan hiçbirini atmadık. Düşünün 10 sene bir babanın bütün elbiseleri 75 yılına kadar, 76 yılına kadar neredeyse dolapta duruyordu.
Όλος ο κόσμος, και Ελληνοκύπροι και Τουρκοκύπροι, όλοι μας νομίζουμε ότι είναι ζωντανοί κάποια ημέρα να έρθουν. Ασχετός η ηλικία ή πόλεμος ή οτιδήποτε. Νομίζω κάθε άνθρωπος το δικό του περιμένει το ζωντανό. Ξέρουμε ότι έχουμε τον τάφο μας. Να πάμε κάθε μέρα να ανάψουμε το καντήλι του, να πάμε να τον καπνίσουμε, να πάμε να γύρουμε νερό. Ξέρουμε να βάλουμε μια φωτογραφία, ξέρουμε ότι ο παπάς μας είναι για μένα τώρα.
Μιλάς του, κυρία Μαρούλα, κάποτε?
Μιλώ του καλό, μιλώ του.
Τι να που λέτε?
Μιλώ του πολλά.
What we feel? Actually, when we speak about these things when we are up, we say that we buried our past very deep. When we see the bones here, it's for real that we buried our past, which we shall never did, into the very deep of our soil and our hearts. It symbolizes everything that we are scared of. It's dark, it's deep, and it's emptiness. It goes somewhere that you don't want to be.
There's a feature in the CMP project in Cyprus which is of much wider interest. It's the first case of such a project which is undertaken by the two sides to a conflict even before the conflict itself has been resolved. What's more important is the fact that as it progresses, the project proves to be an important contributor to the overall reconciliation on the island.
Determining the fate of missing persons occupies an increasingly prominent place in peacemaking, peacekeeping, and post-conflict peacebuilding. Painful and emotional issues are involved. The humanitarian importance of this work is clear. Handled properly, it can build trust and promote reconciliation, which are crucial for long-term peace. The Committee on Missing Persons in Cyprus has been a model of successful cooperation between the Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot communities. The United Nations has been proud to facilitate the committee's work with the support of the international community. The committee is helping to build a sustainable and joint future in Cyprus. I hope this effort will also provide lessons for other post-conflict situations and anywhere families yearn to learn the fate of their loved ones.